A teacher sucker punched and knocked out in downtown Pittsburgh. This video, one of the reasons why Pittsburgh police is increasing its presence in the area. You'll see more police patrols in and around Kappa High School where the attack happened. But as you can see here, cameras are always watching.
As heinous as it was a big help in helping us to bring this crime to closure.
And with that crime caught on tape from start to finish, we're getting a good look at the best evidence in this case. But you may be wondering why just one teen is facing charges. Tonight, our Alan Jennings breaks down the videotape with a former prosecutor.
Steve, former DA in Washington County, prosecuted a lot of cases you have. Let's take a look at this video, and I'd like you to tell me what you see on it, okay?
Let's do that. Alan, what you can see clearly in the video here is a group of young males. They appear to be walking together in concerted activity. There's the punch by the juvenile actor. What really is important is what follows, the conduct of his friends. You can see that they're celebrating, they're sort of walling him off from view, and obviously no one is rendering aid to the unsuspecting individual who was targeted here.
Well, let's go forward and take a look now, one more time in slow motion.
As we can see, there's the punch. You see a number of actors pumping their fists, turning around in appearance of celebration. This is part of the game.
Let's move forward one more time as we see them move down Tito Way here. Here they come. Does it appear as if here's the suspect right here?
Right. It doesn't appear that anybody's really concerned about what had just occurred. The video is a little grainy, but you can see that there's no shocked expressions on anybody's faces. Nobody is discouraging him in any way from what had occurred.
Do you have some thoughts that this might be part of this nationwide knockout game?
Well, you know what, there's a lot of different theories on this, but there does appear to be nationally a trend among the youth to select individuals, usually later in age, who are traveling alone, and that they engage in this type of activity, selecting one person from the group to deliver a punch to see if it has the type of catastrophic effect that you see here, which is knocking an individual unconscious.
There's a big debate going on our Facebook page right now over these charges in the case. Thomas writes, normal kids just don't sucker punch someone. They should lock this punk up as an adult. And Jody says, I don't feel sorry for this punk at all, but I also don't think jail is the answer. I think he should have mandated community service every weekend.
What's the status with the 15-year-old?
Related to the incident that occurred in Tito Way the other day, Zone 2 detectives took the lead on the investigation, and after we released the video, it was a collaborative effort. We did receive information which subsequently led to an arrest of the individual who committed this crime.
Is that individual a student at Kappa? Is he a high school student?
He is not a student at Kappa. He is not.
Is he a minor?
He is a minor.
Is he a student downtown?
He is not a student downtown.
The action that, or the assault that he made on this teacher, do we know at this point in time whether or not he knew that that man was a teacher?
He did not. This was just a random act of violence. He stated that he was just having a bad day that day, and he didn't care. And in the course of walking through the alleyway, he saw the victim and decided this was a course of action he was going to take, and he did this crime to the victim. But it was a random act of violence.
We understand that there's going to be an increase in police patrols downtown. Is that correct?
That's correct. Just prior to this incident, I was at a downtown security directors meeting, and we actually were talking about Tito and Exchange Way. It was brought up by members of the Cultural Trust and other downtown partners, and we were all in a plan to begin increased patrols in that area. And I had put out an email to Urban Pathways Charter School as well as Pittsburgh School Police. Port Authority Police was in the meeting, and we were going to begin to increase patrols. And I had already assigned the bike officers to do some more increased patrols in that area.
What's the reasoning for that? Have you had other incidents? What's the reasoning for the increase?
Just it came to our knowledge of increase of students hanging out in that area.
Has that particular part of town been a problem area? Have teenagers been a problem downtown?
Well, historically in the past, once school is out, kids are kids, and they do what kids do. And as they're going to their respective bus stops and whatnot, they tend to congregate. And it's nothing that's not new in the downtown area. Generally, it was around the Wood Street subway station. But with the opening of the Gateway T station, it sort of has split that. And again, these are just kids coming out of the various downtown schools, and then they congregate together and, like I said, do what kids do, which is walk around together, talk about their day, et cetera, on their way to their destinations.
Commander, do you have any reason to believe that this juvenile that was arrested committed any other acts of violence before the assault on the teacher or after it during the day, that same day?
That I don't know, but again, Zone 2 detectives who are leading the investigation, they will look into if there are any other incidents that have gone reported or actually unreported. Because since the video's been released, it's out there for the public viewing, and there may be someone else who was a victim who may come forward. So,
how is the victim?
my understanding is that he's recovering.